Learning objective C, we're going to write equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. So here we have, it says write an equation of a line that passes through the point -1, 1. Okay, I'm going to sketch -1, 1 on the graph paper right here, and is parallel to the line y equals -2x plus 3. Now remember, if it's parallel, it means it's going to have the same slope as this, so I know the slope here is -2. Okay, so for the sketch, I'm going to do the point -1, 1. I'm going to move the slope of down 2 to the right 1. Again, they didn't ask me to sketch it, but that's what the line's going to look like. I have to write the equation. Well, to write it parallel, we do know the slope of this new line has to be -2 because it's parallel to this. So I like that, because if I use y equals mx plus b, I already have one of the answers. I have the m. So I'm just going to take the -2 and put that in for m. The only other thing they've told me is that our new line goes through this ordered pair of -1, 1, which is just an ordered pair of x's and y's. So I'm going to put 1 in for y and -1 in for x. So 1 for y, -1 for x. That's going to get me b of -1. So I had this much of the equation done originally. All I needed was the b. So now I finish it off by putting it in there. The final answer, y equals -2x minus 1. Which, if you look at my picture, the y-intercept is pretty darn close. It looks like it's at -1. Now let's look at perpendicular. They want an equation of a line that passes through -3, 5. Okay, I'm going to sketch that point, -3, 5. And it's perpendicular to the line y equals 4x minus 1. What I know if it's perpendicular is the slope of this new line is going to be the reciprocal, so not 4 over 1, but 1/4, and the opposite, so I have to make it negative. So again, I actually kind of know the slope of this new line without them really telling me. So let's use y equals mx plus b. Again, I already have the m, so I'm just going to put that into here. I do need to find the b. The only information I know is it goes through the ordered pair -3, 5, which is an xy ordered pair. So 5 goes in for y, -3 goes in for x. Two negatives make a positive. This is just 3 over 1. I multiply fractions straight across, so it's going to be positive 3/4 plus b. I'm going to subtract 3/4 from both sides. Be careful, 5 minus 3/4. If you want to get your calculator, 4 1/4, or it's 4.25. I'm going to use 4 1/4, there it is, sorry, and put that in for b right there. Our final answer, therefore, is y equals -1/4 x plus 4 1/4. If you want another example, let's do this one, just the math. I want a line that goes through this ordered pair and is parallel to this. Therefore, I know my new slope is 4. So I'm going to use y equals 4x plus b. To find b, I'm putting that in for y and that in for x. This is 3 equals -8 plus b. Therefore, b has to be 11. And my equation will be y equals 4x plus 11. Another perpendicular example, they want a line through this point of x and y, but it is perpendicular to this current slope. So we know the new slope is opposite, so negative, and the reciprocal of 4, or 4 over 1, is 1/4. So we have y equals -1/4 x plus b. I'm going to put in 3 for y, -2 for x. This is going to become a positive 1/2 If I subtract 1/2 from both sides, I'm going to get b is 2.5. I'm going to put that back into here. So the answer here is y equals -1/4 x plus 2.5.